It is Black History Month, and tonight we're recognizing some of the talented African-American artists here in Bakersfield. 17's Perla Shaheen is in studio to tell you more about their work. Perla?
Well, some of the best country singers in the world have come out of Bakersfield. But if you dig a little deeper, you'll find a lot of jazz and soul music as well. There are a few popular artists that come to mind when thinking of the black music scene in Bakersfield. One of them is two-time Grammy Award-winning singer Gregory Porter. He spent his entire childhood in Bakersfield. His mother moved here from Louisiana when she was 14 to pick cotton.
She even took us out to the cotton fields to show us how to pick cotton. It wasn't a job that we could do when we were kids, but she just wanted to show us, this is what I used to do.
He says his mother brought Southern music with her and often sang those hymns in church.
There were great voices that I grew up with. I think of Pastor Richardson, who was a pastor here in Bakersfield. He sounded like Sam Cooke.
His childhood in Bakersfield was a crucial part in his development as an artist.
Some of the themes that I pull from church find their way into my music, and that's in a way that's what I'm most excited about. The idea that I've taken my childhood experiences and I've put them into music.
Sit down and take a drink and fill your water tank.
Most of his music is centered around themes of resilience and revival.
In an environment that you may be thought of as less than, to take your talent and use it to show your beauty, to show your humanity, to show your grace is something that I feel that in a way music has been a gift for me.
He says the idea of overcoming racism is intertwined in his lyrics.
The idea of black history is something in a way that you wear on you. And it's a pride that you carry with you. And it's something that I'm teaching my son.
Never cease my mind, never seem to find an explanation for time.
Crimson SKYE is a local singer and songwriter who wants to use music to unite the Bakersfield community.
Black people have so many freedoms that they didn't have 100 years ago. So we're living in a beautiful time, but gosh, there's so much growth to be made.
She's organized peaceful sit-ins in support of gay pride and women's rights. The most recent was after the death of George Floyd.
And this was the one thing that I could do, and people needed it, and we could come together with music at the center, with love at the center, peace at the center of it. And that's really become a big part of who I am.
Crimson SKYE also works closely with local radio host Danny Morrison to promote black artists in Bakersfield.
Those of us that have grown up in the city of Bakersfield, Kern County as a whole as well, we understand that the black community, as far as music is concerned, has been ignored for a long time.
Morrison says he sees a lot of underground talent that just needs a stage.
So I took it upon myself to say, you know what, we're going to put my town on, and all of these rappers and R&B artists and folk singers and spoken word artists, we're going to give them a time on the frequency. And local events that we do, I always bring them in and say, show Bakersfield what we are. And they've been doing a great job.
Tune in for a Black History special on February 27th here on TV 17. Perla Shaheen, 17 News.